Hi everyone, good afternoon or good morning I should say. This is Dan, welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate it. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is for, originally created for Friday, July 1st. It is not solely set for that date, though. It is to be used when you're seeing it, and it is for all signs. It is a collective reading, so it's shared. Take what you need and leave the rest. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath the video. In there is some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about, how to support the channel, how to book a private reading. All of that information is in there. What decks I'm using, all of that. Ways to support the channel. Please hit that thumbs up button if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I do put up content every day. Share the video out. Leave a question or comment. I greatly appreciate those too. Let me know that you're here if you're new to me. And you also have to figure out where, if at all, these cards apply in your life. So if it fits, take it. If it doesn't, that's okay too. It doesn't mean that you're working on it, that you're not working on what you're supposed to be, or you're off your path. Just trust that it may not be your reading at this time. But if it fits, feel free to place it in your life and utilize it to support you and validate whatever you're going through. So we're working with new decks this July, and I have to say this deck that I'm working with, I love the sort of art and the idea behind it, but the cardstock sucks. Like, it's bad. So they shuffle kind of poorly. So just bear with me. I ordered this deck off of Etsy, and so I was unaware of how kind of bad the cardstock is on it. It's very weak, so the cards bend extremely easily. They don't hold. So it's just kind of wonky, but we're working with it. All right, so our card for the day is Two of Wands. Not mad at this. Decision, achievement, and partnership. It's interesting to me that these are polar bears because it is the white tarot, right? So it's all done in white, which that's what I like about it. I thought that it would be about light and brightness, where in July, it's summertime. All of, that high energy of the planet is kind of a little bit more vibrant and alive during the summer. So I went with these white sort of themed decks because I thought that they would pair nicely. To me, the Two of Wands is about that spiritual desire of what is it that we want. And I'm going to go back to yesterday's reading and default back to that. Now we're in Friday, right? So this should be coming into that Page of Cups energy that underpins. And that's the Sunday reading that you'll see populate at the end of this video. In that Sunday reading, the Page of Cups is all about possibility of emotion, thinking outside of the box, magical sort of divine possibility, right? Being youthful and exuberant enough to open yourself to new ideas, new ways of being, new possibilities, right? And keeping that sort of hope alive in a way, right? That it's very much the Pisces dreamer, right? So keeping that dream of romance or possibility, extra money, whatever it is that we desire within us, right? That underpins this Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is wands, which is fire, which is about desire, guys. It is about placing that order. Yesterday, we had the King of Pentacles, and Temperance was Sagittarian energy, which is this wand, connects deeply to this Wands energy. It's also fire. About maintaining a sort of spiritual balance and care as we go after the things that we want. And so today, I feel like balancing off of yesterday's reading and what's going on in the weekly, right, under Sundays, that's underpinning us. This is about putting together and manifesting what it is we want. Maybe it's for the month of July, maybe it's for the rest of the year. Each of you are going to be on your own different track of inspiration and focus towards different results and goals. So whatever it is that you're looking at right now, to me, the power is here, the desire is certainly here, and the manifestational ability is kind of with us, right? That Pisces dreamer is that deep emotional feeling, right? The Two of Wands is about that deep connection to whatever it is we desire. For some of you, the Two of Wands can be about spiritual connection with another person and focusing in on that and connecting to that and making that your goal or your focus. Does that make sense? But it really is about what it is that you desire and kind of placing that order out into the universe and then believing that it is indeed possible to create, right? Holding that like desire within you at both a spiritual and emotional level, and then taking the practical physical action towards making that desire happen. That's kind of what I feel like the theme is so far, or what's going on for us. It is all very possible. The decision is do we commit to this? Do we work towards it? Do we go after it? Or do we make a choice to go a different direction? Right? Again, it's interesting. Yesterday we had that deer of Delta, which was a mother deer with a baby. And we had this 2 polar bears, a mother bear protecting her baby again. And so I find that kind of interesting. All right, so let's go, speaking of the deer of Delta, let's go to the White Light Oracle and see what that card has to say. These stories in the White Light are a bit long, so just bear with me as I read them to you, but I want to get through this. Okay, so this is the cover of the book. This is the Seraph of 96.3 Hertz. Card number 21, which is a 3. To me, 3s are about balance, right? It's mind, body, spirit. I love that she's in the present moment, yet she's withdrawn within, and her eyes are shut, similar to the deer of Delta. So I'm kind of getting that sort of vibe of going inward, listening to one's own self, right? Communicating that. These little orbs here to me, mind, body, spirit. We've got the crown chakra. These kind of both represent the crown to me, but it's like trusting the intuition, trusting our knowing, and trusting like both our heart and our throat in a way, right? Our feelings. I don't know about 96.3 Hertz. We're going to read about her story, but a seraph is essentially an angel. And the grounding stone, the last actual physical grounding stone we did this week was the word angel. So I'm just going to say that it is still about connecting to our angels within, bringing that power, our own higher self even, which could be considered an angel of its own sort, right? Bringing that in and bringing that into balance with this number 3, this 21 for Seraph of 96.3 Hertz, to me is about standing in one's own power and choosing it, going after it, making it happen. So let me read you her story. That's 21. So, practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes you to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. The seraphim are angelic beings that are extremely high vibration. They are angelic mystics in constant devotion and adoration of the divine. When we passionately fall in love with a divine face of luminous grace, whether it be a person who has entered our life as if they have dropped straight from the heaven onto earth, or we feel our heart awakening to new depths of love in meditation with our spirit guides, we are in harmony with the seraphim. When we go through a struggle and are somehow fortunate enough to recognize the protective and healing action of divine grace intervening on our behalf, we can shift to such gratitude. We just want to kiss the sky and sing a love song to the universe. Then we are in touch with our own inner seraph. Some egos project their narcissistic wounding and lack of romantic imagination onto spirit, concluding that the divine must be rather vain if it wants swarms of angels flying about constantly singing its praises. They don't understand that the divine asks for our love so it can give of itself to us. When we feel love, when we are in love, our hearts are open and receptive. The divine isn't interested in praise for its own sake, but for what we can receive when our hearts are opened by it. When you have a beautiful experience, fall in love, enjoy the best meal of your life, see a film that awakens your mind, do you want to tell others about it? Or our world can seem a bleak and spiritually barren place. We need jubilant, mystical hearts who know the secret of esoteric ecstasy and are divinely drunk in their celestial communion. We need to see them happily stumbling along about as lovesick fools, startling our intellects with their brilliant ramblings, opening our hearts with their purposeful passions. That, guys, is the Page of Cups underneath this. That's that Pisces dreamer. That's the whole fucking reason why I'm in Colombia right now. Anyways, that's personal. We too need such loving delight with the divine, so we cannot help but want to call forth in wondrous gratitude and declare our love from the rooftops of all to hear and feel. This oracle brings a message straight from the divine to you. Let me love you. The tone of 96.3 Hertz unlocks the radiant luminosity of your light body. This body of light is the inner essence of your physical structure and yet is not constrained by it. Your light body is your internal interface between the spiritual plane and the physical plane. It is where healing, bliss, and inspiration flow unimpeded. The higher worlds transmit consciousness light raising light codes directly into your body of light, affirming your original soul note and preventing the ego from obscuring your spiritual light so that you can manifest your most authentic life path. The telepathy of light between spirit and your own inner being gives rise to knowing without knowing how you know. This oracle guides you to trust such inner knowledge, even if it doesn't always seem logical. Spirit is guiding you. That would be the decision and the Two of Wands, guys. The universe will provide ample resources to support you doing what you have come to this planet to do. There is no need to turn away from your heart, from what your heart adores, and every reason to embrace it with total trust. Connection with this tone plugs us into the inner intricacies of our ecstatic energy field, where we can partake of the miraculous medicine of love and light and be reminded that we can handle anything that comes our way with grace. Spiritual infusions of light and wisdom, such as those that travel at the 96.3 Hertz frequency, are alchemical. They are able to distill value from any circumstance and transform it. This frequency is a cosmic particle accelerator which facilitates graceful return to the loving wisdom and creative resourcefulness of spirit. Seraph of 96.3 Hertz brings a message that the light and whatever it arouses in your heart and lights in your being with passionate gratitude and delicious hunger for more is powerful enough to capture, captivate, and heal you. In doing so, it opens the way to manifestation. Praises to our generous, graceful, loving universe. The healing process is, you may like to work with this journal for exercise, with a journal for this exercise. Contemplate and briefly describe several moments when you felt great joy, gratitude, vitality, and aliveness. They may be everyday events or a special event or unusual occurrence. As you record your experiences, you must be able to open your heart with gratitude for those experiences. Perhaps you can cultivate a feeling of wonder and appreciation for how marvelous life can be. You might sense your life as precious. When you are ready, say the following aloud. May I connect with my own depth, sincerity, and gratitude for my life. May my heart and its depth of love, capacity for awe, and appreciation of mystery be empowered and protected by the light. May I fall in love with the true beauty of my sacred life path. From the universal heart, to my heart, to the hearts of all beings, may spiritual love and blessings flourish. You have completed your healing process. Intense, guys. Beautiful. But we have to make a choice to sort of go after this, to trust it, to make it happen, right? To go within, connect to that part of ourselves and believe in it, right? And that belief comes from that Page of Cups underneath all of this. He is the emotional dreamer that will connect us to this and make it more real for us so that we can choose it, focus it, channel it, manifest it through this Two of Wands. Like really actually blatantly choose it. Does that make sense? Now, for the grounding sort of stone or grounding card for today. Hey. I don't know why this happened. So, I feel like I don't know why this happens means is instead of questioning ourselves where we're at and how we got here or how we got so far from what we desire or what we want or what we feel or know to be true within ourselves, instead of questioning that or trying to process it, going back to those sort of Five of Pentacles energy that we were seeing last week, and looking at past pain and hurt to kind of justify or understand our actions now, I feel like it's asking us to like let it go. Choose something different. Don't get caught up in why or how you got here, but where are you going? How can you head to better places? How can you choose something more emotionally and spiritually centered, desired, and trusting in oneself, based in compassion and love, right? How you got to where you are, even if you sort of feel as though you're off course or further away from what you wanted than you expected, don't get caught up in that aspect of it, right? Don't, it's almost like, to me, this, I don't know why this happened, almost feels like we can just let it go. Instead of contemplating it, trying to figure it out, just fucking let it go and choose the thing that feels real, that feels magical, that feels inspiring, that feels connected, that connects us to the world, through this sort of light of the seraph, right? The seraph of 96.3 hertz. It's like, what connects us to our heart? What makes us feel the most alive? Go after that. And don't question sort of how you got where you're at or why you're not there yet, or like, none of that's going to sort of solve or make it any easier to tap in. So just basically kind of go inward, tap in, make it happen, and let go of how it got here or how you became to be at the point that you're at when you're actually choosing this. I hope that makes sense and I'm not stumbling too much over that. That is your daily reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, again, support the channel through hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel, sharing the video out, leaving me a question or comment. All of this stuff greatly, greatly helps. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Again, sorry for the, functionality, but I am in a foreign country trying to do this on the fly. But enjoy and have a wonderful day, you guys. Connect to your heart and just let it all go and go after what you love. Take care. Bye-bye.